talk about our candidate for state senate for Senate District 4, who has, and I think is known as Las Vegas' favorite son. He's known by many names. He's known as Pastor Wallace. He's known as Officer Wallace. He's known as Mr. Dave Wallace, and he's known as the Preacher Man. Many of us know him by many different names, but he started off as probably a young snotty-nosed kid in church, trying to learn his way. And then he went on to serve 2 terms as a veteran of a foreign war in the military in Desert Storm. And he came back and decided to engage in community activism, where he continued to serve and protect and nourish the community. Finally, he moved into law enforcement, where again, he continued to serve and protect and nourish the community, and today he is our director over probation. Finally, he joined the Southern Nevada Gang Task Force, where he helps youth blend their academic, social, emotional, and self-control traits while assisting them in mastering the developmental tasks necessary to enjoy a satisfying and productive life, because Officer Wallace knows, Dave Wallace knows, that if we allow our children to become ill-educated and their morals corrupted from infancy, and then we punish them for those crimes which their first education has taught them, what else can be concluded but that we first made criminals that we shall have to punish? And so he realized that we need to educate and train our community so that we can bring resolve to the issues in our community. So it is my honor, my privilege to present to you our candidate for state senator in Senate District 4, David L. Wallace.
Appreciate that introduction. It's like we had some extra activity there. I want to thank Dr. Jones for taking the time out today to just introduce me to the community and reintroduce me to most of the community. And I want to thank all of you for coming out of your busy schedule today in this cold weather, but a necessary time. Before I get into my state of emergency message, I want to introduce you to some of the members on the team that's going to be helping to ensure this victory. And we will win. I realize there's some obstacles that we need to overcome, but together with you, with your support, with your commitment, with your determination and dedication, all of us using our resources together, we will be able to accomplish this victory. And I believe it will be much easier than most people think. I don't believe that money makes people. I believe that people make money. And I'm not for sale. Our houses should be for sale. Our cars should be for sale. But people shouldn't be for sale. And most importantly, Nevada definitely should not be for sale. And I have concerns about our state. And I believe that if we all work together and we bring your ideas to the table, and you have an active and a voice that will be utilized for your benefit, and not the special interest groups or those people with hidden agendas, but the people. The year 2012 will be the year of the people. When people can look back and say, this was the year that the people began to get control once again of not only the economy, but their own individual lives. Like many of you that may not be as candid as I have had and I have lost. And because of that, people ask, well, why do you want to run, Dave Wallace? What are you going to do differently? Are you another one of those people that just say all these fancy words and be another politician? And I want you to know today, with certainty, that I am not a politician. I will never be a politician. But I will be an active person that makes changes in politics for the better of our community. And you will know very soon our specific platform. We'll make it clear. We're not announcing it today. It's a little ambiguous today, intentionally, because there's other people out there that's waiting to hear what we plan to do. Because they're not as creative, or maybe they're not as concerned about really resolving the issues, but keeping business as status quo. And status quo is not working for us anymore here in Nevada. I'm told that the greatest thing that men have, or the weakness of man, is doubt. Is doubt. And I don't operate in doubt. I don't operate in fear. I operate under the auspice of faith. I believe that all things are possible. But I also know, as I stated earlier, that the greatest resource known to man is people. And that's why we the people, we really will make this thing happen. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not have all the money that my opponent has. I do not have all of the connections and resources with the quote-unquote machine that my opponent has. But what I do have is I have the will and desire to serve you if you give me that opportunity. And I have the desire to sit down with you if you lend me your voice and let me extend that voice to the Senate for you. I guarantee you that your voice will not only be heard, but it will be acted upon the way that it needs to be, so we can do what needs to be done to make Nevada #1 for the right reasons. We can't continue to be #1 in teen suicide. We can't continue to be #1 in foreclosure. We can't continue to be #1 in unemployment. We can't continue to be #1 in foreclosures. Okay? We are all hard-working people. I work hard so I can buy a house. I work hard so I can own some things. But we can't own anything if you don't have the right that's guaranteed to us by our Constitution. And that is liberty, justice, and pursuit of happiness. Everybody has the right to pursue happiness. But what is pursuit of happiness, David Wallace? To me, the pursuit of happiness is to be able to work hard and know that if I work hard, that I can gain some things that I want. It's the right that I can work hard and be able to have medical coverage to take care of my families should things go wrong, that I can actually care for them and myself when I need to. It's being able to buy a home that hopefully I won't have to lose. When my neighbors are foreclosing and I'm trying to pay that payment because I'm responsible like I'm supposed to, but my house is upside down because somebody allowed people with special interests to come in and basically rape our community and just totally sabotage our economy by giving loans that shouldn't have been given and also allowing for certain things to take place financially that we know should not have occurred. We have to be responsible stewards, and I'm not in any way making excuses for those of us that may have or should have made better decisions. Maybe I was one of them and maybe should have made some better decisions. But because I'm you and you're me, that's why I'm running. Because it's time that we really have a voice that's going to listen and a voice that's going to do. So I'm here today to let you know that they say the man that wins the game often is called out, but he doesn't hear the referee. Y'all ain't hearing me. The man that wins the game is often called out, but he doesn't hear the referee. I'm telling you that I'm not hearing the referee. All right? I'm not quitting. I will persevere. And they say, well, why should you run? Matter of fact, a lot of people tell me, Dave Wallace, you shouldn't run. You know, you shouldn't run. You're not going to win. They say that we've already picked your next state senator for District 4. And I say, well, who are they? Who are they? We are the people. And the people haven't spoken yet. So today is going to be the beginning of you being able to speak and let your voice be known. You have a voice and you have a choice. Can I just hear you say I have a voice? And we have a choice. All right? And I want you to consider, when you're looking at that ballot, here coming up in May, we might just win this thing right off the top. They call me a dreamer. I'm a realist and I'm optimistic. And I know what can be done when people come together. We have already come together today. 12 people have changed the world. Look around you, we have more than 12 here. If I take my resources and you take your resources and we build on those resources together, I take my ideas and you take your ideas and we work on those ideas together and collectively, we're going to accomplish the desired outcome. And what is that desired outcome? To make a change for the better. To make sure that everything we work for, we can keep, and everything that we need to get, we can go get. And help people to want to move back here to Nevada and not move out of Nevada. All right? Some of the things on our platform we're going to be addressing, obviously, is our education. Obviously, is unemployment. You're going to hear that pitch from everybody. But we have some specific things in place already. We have some ideas that will make the difference, and I can't wait till I can share them with you. My campaign manager, Ms. Thompson, come on up here, please. Well, let me come over here to her. She won't come. Turn that right on over here. This is my campaign manager, Melinda Thompson. All right, she's a heavyweight. I don't want to take too much time, but let me just tell you that if you don't know, you need to get to know her. This woman is just exceptional. And I'm so glad that she is the one spearheading this whole campaign. If she wasn't involved, I don't know if I would run. You know I probably wouldn't win. But with her on the team, we're going to run and we're going to win. She told me so, all right? And we're going to make it happen. I also want to introduce you to some other people. Mr. Doak, come on over here, please. Sir. Mr. Doak is my captain, director of education, economics. I'm sorry, not education, more like economics. He keeps me in line, he's going to keep me informed, let me know what's going on, so we stay on top of that. A wonderful man, been involved in the community. Everybody I'm introducing you right now are community people. These are people that haven't just appeared right now, they've always been here. So you probably heard their name or you benefited from some of their decisions, that it's all about the family. Also, I want to call up right now also Dr. Jones. I know you introduced yourself before. Dr. Jones, this is my focus on educationally. So if you know any teachers, by the way, my mother's a retired school teacher here in Clark County, so I have personal interest with the school district. I know she was a phenomenal woman, and she did excellent work, but we need to make some changes with that process. We'll get more specific with that later and ensure that our kids are getting the education that they need. But he's gonna help us with that. And Mr. Max Hooks, come on up here, Mr. Hooks. Max Hooks, this is the person that is a viral campaign, media communications. He's one of the members involved with that. He's such a busy man that we're gonna have someone else working with him. But today he's here to represent, and thank you, Mr. Hooks. I appreciate you. Another community person that wonderful things here in our community. And last but not least, Mr. Thomas, come on up here, big time. This is Harry Thomas. Mr. Harry Thomas, this is the man that can do it all. So this is my right hand. When I need to get it in check, and I said, man, I need someone that's going to always remind me of who I am. Not that I would forget, but sometimes, just be honest with you, when you're running the campaigns and you try to do everything, sometimes you forget. And you need someone that's going to keep you right, keep you real, keep you focused, and let you know, hey man, you know, this is how we started, this is how we need to end. And that's how we're going to end. The only difference we're going to end crossing that victory line as champions and winners. So Mr. Harry Thomas is the director of directors. Is that all right? No, he's my right hand. Okay, and listen, the most valuable people here though right now is you. Seriously, all right? Whether you live in a district or not, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to approach this campaign a little different than most people are used to. All right? If you live in a district, it means you can vote for me. When I become your next state senator, I will be a state senator for the entire state of Nevada. All right? Obviously, I picked this place because my office is right here in this center. I grew up here in this area in North Las Vegas, as well as in the West Las Vegas. I've been here since 1968. I walked across these streets. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I never met him personally, but his son, Martin Luther King III, I did meet on many occasions. He's a very dear friend of mine. We've done a lot of events, television shows together. And he told me one day when he was here in Vegas that I reminded him of his father. Now, I never repeated this publicly because I believe it was meant for me to know. But today, since I'm amongst my friends and loved ones, he told me publicly that I reminded him of his father. And I said, oh, Mr. King, how can you say that? He said, no, really, David, you do. He said, my father was a grassroots man. A lot of people don't understand. He started in the community. He got involved because there was a need. And watching you for the last 3 weeks while we were shooting this television show, I got to see who you really are. You know, so I want you to know that I feel your love. My dad was a man of love, and you're showing those same qualities. And it's people like you that's going to make the difference. And when I thought about this run, I thought about Martin Luther King III. I thought about what he told me. It was unsolicited, and you didn't have to share that. And because he shared it with me, and he meant what he said, the fact that this statue's here today, the principle that he stood on about the community coming together. He made one quote that said, an injustice anywhere threatens justice everywhere. There's a lot of injustice going on in our state, and it threatens all of our future. We're going to do something about it. So I ask you, I implore you to tell your friends, tell anyone that you know, and help get involved with us on the back of these sheets and say, what can I do? Of course I want your money, okay? But I don't want it. It's going to be used for the campaign. We have things that's going to be jumping off in the next week and a half. My opponent obviously started earlier than us. He has much more money than we have. But what I do have is faith. What I do have is God. What I do have is you, the people. And I believe that the people, when they get through speaking, will have way more than he ever could have. And we will accomplish, as I said earlier, our goal. We'll have a victory. I want to thank you all for coming out today. I want to encourage you to, oh, my dear daughter, come here, sweetheart. Come on, come on, come on. This is my daughter, Jocelyn. All right, love Wallace. I appreciate her coming out. I'm a family man, and while I'm just keeping it real with you. If I had another phrase to use instead of your voice, your community, your connection, I would have gone with the phrase, keep it real. All right? Because I just keep it real. I'm going to stay that way to the day I die. All right? I'm about family. I'm about you. I'm about our community. And I'm about doing what needs to be done for the right reasons, not because it's popular or because special interest groups want you to do it. All right? We will get through this. We're going to make Nevada #1 for the right reason once again. Thank you so much. Right. David Wallace, State Senate, District 4. Thank you. Okay, can I get a picture with everybody? Thank you so much. If you don't want to get seen with me, just get just playing.